take me away. Good morning. I am late, but good morning, guys. For all who watching back, know that every morning from 7 to 10, I'm supposed to do my little talk program. But just like I said in the first segment, that when you have a business and you're doing it yourself, it becomes a work and not a business, because if you are not up and going, then things won't get going, and that's a work. When you have a business, it still goes on if you're not present. And something like this we have to really look into. And time management, management is the factor in everybody's life that get a person going, right? So good morning. I'm giving thanks to wake up, and I could have never wake up to do it, but I am up and I'm ready, right? So even though I'm late, I have the time, so I decided that I'm still gonna come and spend some time to fill in that missing space for maybe who are expecting to watch back later. Because what happened, as I stated before, is that most people might not watch now, but they might watch back later. And at least if they're going to watch back later, they can still see that I came and have something to look forward to, right? So I still come. No, it's not a good feeling when you're late, is it? I don't know about you, if when you're late, it gives you this feeling of, even though you don't have a boss or you don't have somebody around your back to point out that you're late. Guys, let me pause on that. My face, I don't have on any face moisturizer, I don't have on any makeup. One of the thing is because I wake up with allergies, and I don't know what caused it, because I ate something yesterday that I ate every other day. I haven't put anything different on my skin, so I don't know what caused the allergy. I've been around strangers yesterday, and I wouldn't say stranger, but um, I had somebody coming to work on something for me, and I had one visitor yesterday. So I don't know if it was the cologne they were wearing. I don't know what happened, or if it's just me overwork and my body just decided to react, or it's just the atmosphere. I don't know. But I wake up with allergies. I don't know about other people when it comes to allergies, what causes your allergies, and what do you signify as allergies, because allergies come in different ways. Um, Mine was, I was sneezing a lot. I was just constantly sneezing. And I noticed even before I wake up this morning, I was constantly sneezing yesterday. So it wasn't a flu where my nose is runny or anything. I was just sneezing like crazy. So where I am now, the atmosphere, I worked like crazy last night trying to organize everything to clean clean well my surrounding over to see if it's something triggering it off. Um and maybe too, I ate cheese, which I haven't eaten in a long time. Cheese is something, like people said, then Easter not just gone, how comes you haven't eat cheese? Because how I eat my bun, I don't like mix it with cheese, but I taste a little piece of cheese yesterday, so I don't know if that's what caused it. And my eyes also was swollen. No, when I wake up this morning, how I get rid of that allergy. Hello, Bojan. Thank you so much for coming, Bojan. How is your morning? How are you? Thank you so much for coming. So what I did was I drink some busy tea and I drink my turmeric shots, and that was like maybe 6:30. And I also drink some And I drink some busy and turmeric shots, and I also put a tea bag over my eyes because they were running water and they were red. Now I know staying up late will, thank you Bojan, I know staying up late will cause that to happen, the running of water of the eyes and so forth, but the itching inside and the sneezing, I know that was allergies, and it didn't make any sense. I come on early and I'm just sneezing. That wouldn't look pleasant with all these people thinking coronavirus catch me, right? So it was allergy, and as I said, I drink the turmeric and I drink some busy tea, and that helps me, and I am here. Okay. I still feel a little bit my eyes just still feel a little bit tired, but I think that is from staying up around the computer all late last night, and I feel like the allergy is gone away. I think it's either something I eat or a cologne that I take in too much, because the person was around me yesterday, and trust me, I want to tell the person do not wear back that cologne come around me, but I didn't want to come off wrong. Have you ever want to tell somebody something and you're afraid because the type of a person the person is, it doesn't like correction, it doesn't like not saying it doesn't like correction, but he's gonna say, he's not going to be do nothing about it, he's going to wear it again, put it that way. So it's not like the person's a bad person, but they're going to keep on wearing it. Like for instance, you're going to say, I'm such a baby, like that, yeah. So it don't make no sense talk to somebody like that about something. I just sit there and bear the smell, but it was killing me. um I know sometimes we love our own taste in colognes, and we love our own taste in cologne and perfumes and so forth, and nothing is wrong with taking your money to buy the most expensive cologne and so forth, but sometimes your cologne can turn off somebody that is important in your life, like really truly, because if I can't stay around you, then you're gonna lose that person. So if you know you're wearing a strong cologne, I think it's best not to go around one person. Like wear that when you're going out into a crowd or you're traveling to and far, and you're not gonna sit in a cluster area with people, because it's sickening, man, to be in a one room with somebody with a strong cologne. No, I don't know. I don't know why manufacturer makes strong cologne. And the cologne can strong but smell subtle and soft and nice, but not this popping high smell that drain your sinus. It's like crazy. I wonder why they make them. So yeah, I don't know if it's a cheese, because as I said, I haven't eaten cheese long time, or it's because of tired, because I am tired. I was tired, and I don't know if it's a cologne, which one caused me to be afraid to show my presence. So what I decided to do, I'm gonna give my face a break today. I'm not gonna use no moisturizer, I'm not gonna use no makeup, just for today and till I feel better. So when you feel ill, or when you feel like something is not right with you, stop whatever you did to identify, to see what trigger it off. That's what I've learned over the years, how to deal with my body. And because you stop, when whatever you did do before, you take your time to do them continually, and then you will see what really trigger it off. So if I realize that my allergy is gone today, I will definitely wait until a couple days before I eat something that I had eaten, to see which one of them trigger it off, because if you do a lot of activities that day. Alright, so let's get back to time. Let's get back to time management. And it's not just time management on a whole, but time overall. Time overall is very important, and the time we spend this second. Hi Ron, how are you? And kisses for you. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks to everyone who is here. Right, so time is very important in everyone's life. Whatever you do with your time, you can't get it back. You just can't get it back, and time can be the factor of your own failure. And some people are lazy with identifying that time is important. Now, time management and time factor into put into production to give you a good life. Have you ever noticed that people who own business, they have to choose how they manage their time and their family, and if they don't do it well, even though they're working for success and they're working for that family and they're making that sure that their family is not run out of things, you realize that there is a wedge between them and the family. Because when you have a career and you have to put in a lot of energy and time into it, Jesus, then I want to talk to you about something. Okay, Sam's World. Okay, my IG. My IG is THEA underscore R underscore P. So the THEA is THEA, THEA underscore R underscore P. That's my IG, and it's also in the description below, my IG account. Okay, and my email is there. So because I'm using a device, the phone to do the live stream, the thing comes off the screen. So I'm gonna use something else to see the chat properly, guys. So give me a second. So let's talk about the time. As I said before, time is something that will destroy your family if not monitor properly. Okay, Sam's World, no problem. And we have Ron here. It's great on doing viral video. Got one going on. Wow, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you, Ron. Awesome. And I know you work hard for it, Ron. You deserve it. Bojan, my baby, is still here with me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Right, so when you look at time management factor, is that, as I said, people who make it in life, you realize that something is being neglected, or people who make it in life are the person who have good time management and who structure their time properly. And that's one of my weakness, guys. Yeah, so identifying your weakness and starting to work on it is one of the most important things to fuel your career and your success in life. And even if you're not a business person, you're working, or even if you don't work and you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, or you work from home, you realize that time, when you put in more time in whatever you're doing, when you use your time wisely, you realize that you get more out of whatever you're doing and you feel more fulfilled. Now, next thing I want to talk about is how you will be lazy when it comes to time, and being lazy is not a good thing. Like, for instance, you are doing an online work, and that online work causes you to work on your own initiative, your own, your own space, your own everything, your own initiative, right? So your own initiative, you set your own time, you set your own structure, and you just work. But if you're not in difficult situation to get some expense or to cover some bills, you said to yourself, let me work for 2 hours, and you just go watch TV, play with the boys and or the girls, and then you come back, and then you realize that an emergency come upon you because you're bargaining for a certain amount of money, and you say, okay, I don't have to put in the overtime. But you realize that even if you make enough, if you put in extra time, that overtime in it, you realize that your success is ahead of time. Like, when I mean ahead of time, it's like you don't be in that situation where you said, if one day, like for instance, me today, I wanted to come on 7 like my usual time, and I don't get to come on. So maybe if I had managed my time better, even though it was the allergy why I didn't come on, but maybe if I did manage my time yesterday properly and do things differently or eat differently or use the time to prepare something to eat that I didn't have to go eat dry food. You know, time management, just time, putting time and factor in everything that you do, you would have gotten a better result towards whatever you're doing. Even with your spouse, and I just use spouse because I'm talking male or female here, not talking about one individual. You realize that because you're working, you're not finding time for your loved one, your children, and if you're not finding time for them and you're just working, you will realize that your family is falling apart. And when that person knocks for your attention, you're saying to yourself, I'm working so hard and I'm trying everything to make you okay. Why are you nagging for time? Thank you, Ron. Why are you nagging for time? And what you don't understand is that even, yes, Sammy's, I just see that follow. So let me just follow you right back. Right, and you realize that you manage that time a little better because you take in consideration the feelings around you, people around you, and remember, as I said, the whole you spend your time, you cannot get it back. Next thing I want you to look into, when you're around a certain amount of crowd, yeah, you're having people around you, people who cares about you, people who take pride in how you spend your time. Like they'll tell you you're boring, especially if you're young, or if you realize that during college and your family and so forth, you realize that you surround yourself with so much love from them that time becomes a big factor with how you manage your situation towards your success. Because if you don't realize that whatever you put in the brain, that's what you're gonna get out. And when I shift to say that, I'm talking about you used to having your friends around you, your college buddies or your past school buddies, if it's not college, or you grew up in a family where, especially Latino people, their house is ever full. I have never watched anybody who are Latino and they don't have a lot of friends around there. And Philippines people, I'm calling out some name here. I think black people, can I say black? Black, right? Right. So right, I think African people are people who socialize less to with the get together kind of thing of having a lot of person in their home unless they have to. I really think that even you know, all of those people like Latino, Filipino, and they full of crowd in their home. They socialize a lot, and when I mean by that is like they have aunties, they have uncles, they have to look out for their nieces and their nephew, and their house is ever jovial, and they're having people around. So you will find people like that now who spend your time to involve in all the activities and sharing family values. And if they're not doing that, you realize it becomes a little gap between them and their family, and they don't see eyes to eye anymore. So basically you have to groom yourself. You have to groom yourself into having this relationship with them, with knowing that from an early stage, yep, surround yourself with positivity. Don't keep people around that disperse you and hold you back. So right, so you would have to make sure that type of surrounding that you're in respect your time. So if you're in a situation where you have a lot of peers, family, school buddies and so around you, you have to make sure that they acknowledge your worth. Because if they don't acknowledge your worth, what is going to happen is that they're going to think that you're boring, you're just dying in work, they don't see your work. Same thing with your family. If you have a female or a spouse at home, they have to have the same management expectation of their life. You can't be with somebody who is craved for attention while you are out there trying to balance in time to get production done, to have things in your life. So you realize that if you're with somebody, you have to make sure you're with that person who understand that your time to get things done is important, as in your time to socialize. And so people will think that you're boring, you're not sociable. I'm just gonna leave it right there. They just think that, and they'll think that you just work and you don't have any fun, and they can't socialize with you when it's not true. It's just that you realize that how you spend your time, if you sit down to talk with the guys or the girls, you realize that it has to be timed. Yes, everything that you do has to be timed, and the person who doesn't do that are the person who are likely to fail at whatever they are doing. Because even if you're a YouTuber and you're a vlogger, you are going to set schedule. I've seen many people set their schedule, how often they want to put up a video. I've seen people who don't set a schedule and just keep on working. They put up video around the clock. You realize people will say those person are unsociable because they just live on YouTube. They're obsessed on YouTube because maybe they are driven towards success, and they know that the amount of time you put in anything that you care about, that's what you're gonna get on. So I'm not saying that you should use all your time to just work and don't have any time for fun or any time to socialize with your friends and your family. Basically what I'm saying, that make sure that the persons you associate yourself with acknowledge your worth and know that you manage your time, and whatever time you spend with them, they appreciate it instead of drain you. I wonder if you understand what I'm saying. So like with me, definitely with me, I do have friends and I do socialize, but I have like maybe 2 good friends who understand that, okay, if you don't hear from Tia today, or you don't hear from me tomorrow, just know that I'm busy doing something. I still care about you. We're still cool. But you have some people, if you don't get up and text them in the morning, or you don't get up and go look for them, they either start to drain your spirit and saying that you don't remember me if I don't, and they bring a fuss out of it. You understand what I'm talking about? So like for instance, I'll have people that I just meet, whether on social media or in person, and they will text me, hi, good morning, and I said good morning, and I wanted to look, this is one of my, I wanted to name the video this, but social media time, and then I said to myself, no, I don't want to look like I'm attacking any part of social media, whether it's WhatsApp or Instagram, right? Sam, I'll soon read your message, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say to you is that when you're on social media, right, like for instance you go on WhatsApp and you're on WhatsApp, you time yourself anytime you're going there. And maybe if you time yourself when you're going there, you really realize how many time you spend on WhatsApp reading message, or not only that, watching status. Yeah, and these are for the people during this time who are going through this pandemic. I think all of us are going through it, regardless if we lose loved ones or not, right? And you're going through this pandemic and you're bored, because I find myself going during this time, right? And as I said, I analyze every little thing and I calculate every little thing and I check my time. And I'm saying that I spend half an hour looking at people's status. Judge the man. If you look on some people's status, you realize they put up around the clock. Sometimes their status is like a ants grade, because they put up so much things, yeah, that by the time you're supposed to go through all of them, it's ridiculous, and you might click on it and this person is putting up something that is really distracting you from, and it giving you some kind of tension relief, and you're thinking that it's giving you some relief from tension, right? And you spend all the time till you realize you spend an hour on WhatsApp just socializing, just looking at people's status, reading message, seeing negative things, seeing things that you want to to follow up and that is negative, because everybody know that a little juicy gossip or a little, be in the know situation brings you to the fact that you just want to go back to see what's going on, what's the verdict, what come out of this, or this person is so dramatic that you want to see the verdict or the outcome of this person's I don't know, dilemma that she's posting or he's posting, and you realize that it distracts you from reality. um with all social media, YouTube, Facebook, especially on Facebook, don't go on Facebook and start to watch a video. You will die. You will just see one coming up and right after the other. And what Facebook does, I think it's a little bit different from YouTube, is like they fuel out the videos, or should I say, they put the videos that they know will match the one that you just watch and like after. So it's like it gives you that drive to want to watch the next video. So I really don't watch Facebook video because of that, unless it's a creator like on YouTube who have a channel and ask me to go over to support. I will watch for a little, and I make sure that I time myself to watch. Yes, it sounds funny, but I do, because I will get carried away and continue to watch. Sometimes it's my son who love to watch these things, will bring his phone, come and say, "Mommy, look here," and by the time I'm looking and I'm working and I'm looking, I'm saying, "Look here, leave me, little boy." So, "Mommy, stop working and watch it now." But when I'm there and I will just listen to him and watch, I realize that I stop typing or I stop surfing the net, and realize that the amount of time that I spend with him looking on a video, I could have finished doing what I'm doing a long time. So as I tell you before, time is something that will drive your future down the line. You come from work, you realize that you realize that you will end up do things in a way that you destroy your own life. You destroy it, completely wreck it, and you're wondering, I'm working, I'm in a good job, and I'm getting enough money, so why is it that I can't achieve certain things? The next person is managing their time right. You're in a job for years, why don't I get any promotion? You realize that the reason why you haven't gotten any promotion, I once give a person an advice that this person was in the job for 8 years, 8 years, and didn't get a promotion. I was working at the time, and I said, how can you be in a position in a company for 8 years and don't get a promotion? Is it that you doing something wrong, or that workplace is not the workplace for you, and that workplace ain't going nowhere? Because in a company, and I'm talking a government company, and you're there in one position for 8 years, is either you sign off to stay in that position, or you just like it and don't want to move. Is either one of those factors, right, guys? I would not work in a company for 2 years and there's growth for improvement, and I'm still stuck there in that same position and level for the 2 years. I would leave. That means that work is not driving me to my full potential. It's not fulfilling, and it has no growth future plans for me and my family that I am working hard to take care of. And I want to touch a base on that, but let me just finish what I'm saying and give you the little story on this person who in the job for 8 years. And he was in the job for 8 years, no room for growth. And don't get me wrong, I know some people will get their dream job just by applying for the job and just love it and just stay right there. I believe that, again, anytime you're stuck in one place and there's no room for improvement, you're not living. Some people believe that living is working, go party, going on vacation, and that's it. You must always be improving, because the brain can go so much mile than we think that it can go. So this person's in the work for 8 years, and I said to him, how comes you're in the work for 8 years and you're not getting any promotion, you're not growing? Are you comfortable with the salary that you have? Ron, thank you, Ron. Are you comfortable with the salary you have? And he would say, no, are you crazy? I want a car, because this person wasn't driving. And I said, what can you do? What do you do at your workplace? Because I was working at the time. And he was saying that, how do you get that position so fast and the company is so young? I said, what do you mean? I work for it. You know, I want something, I go for it. And I was saying to him, what do you do? The type of work that he does, he has a quota to fill each day. So I said, do you fill your quota every day? He said, yes, by 12 o'clock I fill my quota. But a bad man, people in bad man and don't want to promote me. I say, what do you mean by bad man? No, don't think negative. Because people love to use that word. I don't know if it's my culture where I come from, love to use that word. The manager bad man them, or somebody in the higher rank bad man them. That's why they're not moving. I don't believe so. I don't believe it's always that factor. And if that person bad man him alone not running that organization, so the whole management bad man you, something wrong with you then, right? Or you have some potential that is cramping everybody's style and they're cramping you. So get up and leave. Get up and leave that work, because obviously something is wrong there. So this is the advice I gave to the person. I said, what time you finish your quota each day and what time work over? He said by 12 o'clock, because he's there for 8 years, so he has mastered everything. So he just finished his quota. So I said, what you do after you finish your quota? Nothing, just sit there, watch videos. I remember what he said again. I don't remember what he said he did. I think he said he walk around and travel the ladies, because he was a ladies guy. He even charmed me at the time because he's cute, you know. So I said, you walk around and just socialize just like that? He said, yes. So I said, when you finish your quota in the day and you know you finish your quota, you are looking for promotion, right? He said, yes, I finish my quota every day. I said, look here, you see, anytime you finish your quota, this is what you're going to do. I guarantee you, if you do it, you will get a promotion in less than a week or a month. He said, what? I said, simple. When you finish your quota, make sure that when you're going to approach the supervisor and the manager, they're both together. Don't approach the supervisor, because if you think the supervisor don't like you or the manager don't like you for that department, wait till they're around their top head, like the supervisor have the manager to answer to, or the manager have the CEO to answer to. So make sure you approach them when they're in the company of either, and said, okay, you know, I finished my quota, is there anything else I can do? Just keep on knock them, and they will say, but wait, this man can take on more work, man, let me find some work, give him. And even if the person is ignoring, one of them is going to say, yes, he can take on more work, give him something to do. And you're not gonna do it in a abrupt way. You will say, you know, whatever the person name, Miss Lynn, or Mr. James, or whatever. Mr. James, I finished my quota from 12 o'clock. I'm a bit bored. Is there anything that I can help you with? And you just keep on doing that, because everybody else is busy with their quota. Don't go to your co-workers to help them, because they are not going to give you credit for the work. And I wouldn't give you if I'm working in a company and I want my promotion. I'm not going to go to my boss and say, oh, you know, this person do it. No, and you can't say that person wicked or selfish even though you help. You help me. Doesn't mean say I have to take away that benefit from me because you help me of your own free will. I'm grateful, yes, but I'm not going to go to my supervisor and tell my manager that, oh, you know, so and so help me. So if you want that promotion, you have to go within those peers. And in the space of 2 weeks, that person came to me and said, oh, you know, there is an opening, and my manager told me to apply for it. And no, the person didn't tell me that the manager tell him to apply for it. I think he was a little bit shamed. Yeah, because that's why our relationship is not so much active now. I think he said to me that he wants to know how to write certain letters in a department and so forth. And I was saying to myself, there's a position. Well, I'm just seeing what I'm doing, you know. I just want to think out the box, like you said. And that person gets, so to cut story short, in less than a month, that person get promotion and get twice what he was earning. Could be able to, you know, sustain himself. And as I'm saying to you, manage your time wisely. Not because you go to work from 9 to 5, you finish and you come home, you're just gonna idle the rest of the time. Maybe there is a book to read because there is knowledge. Maybe there is a motivation video that you need to go and watch because you're lacking some self-esteem in some department. And lacking self-esteem in some department when it comes to yourself, nothing is wrong with that. What is wrong with it is because you know you're not doing anything about it. Maybe you're suffering from mild depression, or anxiety. Find time to watch more productive things more than find yourself lost in social media, looking for social media to fill that empty space within. One, if you understand, maybe you need extra income, and maybe there is an online survey you can take out. I see people tell me that they would not do survey, they would not do editing for people, and because it's time consuming. And if it is time, that's so much of a time consuming, how can you be on social media texting everybody? I mean, that doesn't add up to me, right? That doesn't add up to me. And because of that, I think that if a person manage their time well, they will put in well. When a man just start a company, like you're overseas or you're here in Jamaica and you decide to start a welding company, a construction company, it doesn't matter. You realize that that person is working, like they're really working. Later on, you see them drive a nice car, a nice house. They put in that time for it. A person with their YouTube channel, if you didn't born in fame or you have some kind of fame from high school or a big follower from there, when you start a YouTube channel, no matter how good your video is, it hardly will get the views of the person who have little fame and little followers that are in fame. It's gonna take a little time for you to build. The only thing that build fast on YouTube without you having fame is things that are negative and not really good for health. And it's basically the truth. It is the truth. It's people who put up gossip about somebody, and I'm not talking review gossip. I'm talking like people who put up, like, maybe they see somebody act a porn or a viral video get out, or you do some stupidity that draws people attention, and those fames are fame that die out easy. I wonder if you're listening to me. There are fames that die out just like that, because the way how you get it, you didn't work for it, it just come on you like that. So those are I would say I don't remember the word to use. Like, you turn celebrity overnight and you die overnight. Yeah, you die overnight. But the person who work and put in time to achieve their goal, you notice that they are more successful. And this is why movie stars who have children who are movie star, the one that work to get where they are, they end up in business a longer period than the parents who force the child to be a movie star, or you already born in fame and still decide to act fame. Not saying nothing is wrong with it, don't get me wrong. Those are the person who likely to take their career for granted because they already born with whatever they have. And maybe if they weren't a movie star, they would still be a star because their whole family is a star, if you understand what I mean. And so they don't put in that time and energy, and they don't manage their time well, so everything come pressuring on them. They either turn to drugs or they start to do ridiculous things to their body. And don't get me wrong, I'm not here to preach on anybody and how they treat their body. Your body is your body. But I'm just saying, most people who put up tattoo are going through psychological problem. Most of them don't just put a tattoo because of the love of tattoo. They are putting it because of psychological problem. I've seen many celebrities, as something happen in their life, they run to a tattoo shop. Yes. And they tattoo something that symbolize whatever they're going through, and that is sickness. Yeah, I've seen people who put on tattoo because they like tattoo and they want to get a tattoo, not because they're going through some kind of problem, right? So if you don't manage your time well, if you don't put in time in whatever you're doing, you're not gonna get the result that you want to get. And if you're spending time around people that is draining you, you will always lose out on what is important. So you're that type type of person who is fueled by other people, that is going to mess up your life, because you're going to spend your time looking for answers from them when they can't give you that answer. They just can't give you it, right? And the answer that they're going to give you, you're going to still feel empty. So you're going to leave their company and come on social media looking for the wrong things to give you energy towards your time. Yeah. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here. And if you are having the same situation, the same problem, let me know. There is a thing about relationship too. Like and anytime you look at a relationship, there's somebody in the relationship that required more time than some. For me, I always attract people who want more time out of me. And now I have learned over the years to manage that properly, because I started doing that about 2014. I wasn't always like this, like to manage how I socialize with people, and to let people really understand the type of person that I am. And you can watch my videos, and even though it's not a vlog video that I show glimpses of my life, but if a person is thinking wisely enough and watch my videos, will know that I manage things that I do. I am not managed time properly because of work, because I realize that's part of my weakness. But can you imagine that you're not balancing time for work, and you're not, or should I say, this person that I listen to, he used the word bending time. And I like that. So even though we can't stop time, we can't get back time, but we can manage our time properly, and we can make every time we spend it worth our while. So spending time with friends is worth the time too. So don't get me wrong, time is not all about making money and working for success. You can spend time with your friends and socialize and still feel fulfilled. But what I'm talking about is spending too much time with somebody and you have time to fuel in with other person, and not because you love the person, you are saying that how can I love you and the time I spend with you is too much. Yes, it can be too much. You're not God, you're not the creator, so you're only one person. And if that person care about you, if you spend 15 minutes with a person, I'm not putting time on how long you spend with a person, don't get me wrong, but I'm just giving you an example. If you spend 15 minutes with a person who you care about and who care about you and value whatever it is that is surrounded in your life that make up your growth and your life, that person should appreciate that time. Because can you believe that nothing can happen to you and in a second you're just gone like that? And if that person look on things like that and appreciate every moment, that breathing, you know, the ear, everything, that person will realize that even if you spend 15 minutes or 5 minutes phone call, a text, hi, how is your day, get you later, chat later, the person know that you're on the go, but you still take time to text them. A day passing, you don't text them, they can text you too. And if they don't text you, nobody should be at each other's throat, because you value the next person and know that it must something that is important to that person that distracted you, and not because the person is distracted that means that the person don't care about you. And it's the same thing that mashing up relationship. No, a wife would be at home, my husband is not spending enough time with me because he's working. Make him want to spend more time with you. If you nag because you see that he's dwelling in work, there are ways smartly to distract him. Or if he spend a little time with you, make that time the best time of your life. Don't spend it nagging about the time that you weren't getting before. I wonder if you understand what I'm talking about. And if you have a female in the same situation, if that person, because why worry about the time if you think that you're going to be together forever? I wonder if you understand. If you believe that you're going to be together forever, why worry about the time that you're not seeing the person, right? When the person see you, when they're distracted by work and so forth, make them want to make more time for you. Just like how they make more time for work, make them want to make more time for you, so they will able to be balanced situation. But if you're gonna grovel all the time in this person's ears, they want to drift from you. And yes, it's because they're busy while they're drifting, but they won't be able to schedule you in your time. They're gonna always do things to come out of that space because they are drained. You're draining their energy when they come around you. So this is why always, I did this video once, and said that females shouldn't argue with their spouse. And people bash that video so much that I had was to take it down, because I don't know if I was explaining myself, and I'm gonna do over that video. I did it, but at the same time I didn't explain myself right when I said that. And this is, I'm gonna just put in a little factor why I said that, because female is saying that, so my husband must do and my boyfriend must do everything that he's doing, and I must argue with him. Because I believe that I'm not saying that you can't adjust the situation, but that blazing up of arguments, that yelling, that screaming, I'm not like that. But I sit you down and tell you my mind in a respectful way, without me yapping and going on like that, and so you get what I'm saying. Because if you argue and you lash out, it's likely that the person would, something is wrong with you, and they're, no, speak your mind. Real men need more than their own opinion at the worst of times. Okay, thank you, Ran. Thank you so much. One not own. Thank you. So basically what I'm trying to say to you, hi Rosie, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, and thank you for hitting the like. Thank you. So I was saying, thank you so much, right? I was saying to the person, one of the persons should say that attacked me in the video, she was texting me and she was saying that, how you mean I must argue with my husband? And as I said, I get a lot of comment on that video, that channel. I end up delete that video, those videos, because I was just not prepared to handle the criticism after I give my advice. And if you watch yesterday live stream, you realize that I'm mature, because I don't hold back anymore, because I believe that somebody have to do this job. Somebody have to tell us what we need to hear. Am I always right? No, but I'm just gonna get right into what I'm saying. Do not argue with your spouse as a female. And men are unlikely to argue, so that is why I use the word female. So let me adjust that. That's why I didn't adjust that man shouldn't argue with their wife, right? Man should know how to nurture their woman, right? So I'm going to talk about woman, because we women are more emotional. We are more likely to get dramatic, yes. And sometimes the things that that handled quietly are the things that reach deep within. Because if I have my spouse, I'm going to give you an example why I said you shouldn't argue with your spouse. If you have a situation that you're going through with your spouse, yeah, and you realize that your spouse is doing something wrong, your man is doing something wrong, and you start to beck her and nagging, he's not going to listen to you. He's going to think about the nagging that you're doing. And you should find time as a female, because if you want that man, yeah, you're supposed to respect him to want him, yeah, forever. And if you don't respect him and you don't want him forever, what is going to happen is that you will definitely be in a situation that you drift apart instead of come closer. Because every relationship have obstacles, but it's how you deal with it and how you handle it to maintain the respect within the relationship. And I talked about that yesterday. Without no respect and that confident relationship, that friendship relationship, the relationship won't work. So if you're going to yap and you're going to argue, the man is going to drift from you. You are going to feel this resentment, and because you're so heated, when it's time for intimacy, he's going to feel that tension. So you're thinking that, oh, I still make love to him even though I don't get along with him. But he doesn't feel that connection, because he can have a orgasm, can I say that? He can have an orgasm and he doesn't feel like a connection. And this is what I'm saying, that intimacy level just drop, and he just keep on dropping and going because he doesn't see your sexiness anymore. All he sees your ignorant behavior towards the situation. So a woman is a woman that break down her home. A woman keep at his home. Yeah, keep at her home. And this is why I was attacking female not to argue with their spouse. If you want the man, if you don't want him, argue with him and leave, because basically this argument that you keep on having in is going to just drain him, and he's not gonna be with you anymore. He's not gonna want to be there. And if he's even there mentally, he's not there just physically. He's there trying to see what he can get from me. And how should you handle situations that are heated? It takes time. It takes time for you to mature into that, but it's never too late to start. And is listening to your man, what cause him to do whatever he's doing. And if he's not talking about it, you are just address him in a way where you're getting right where you need him. Because ladies, we have the power over our man. We think that the man have power over we, but we have more power over them. And I'm not saying that we as female don't deserve intimacy, but men are weak to the person that they really love. There's a point in time when you can get him where you need him, and you know how to do that. And I'm not just talking sex. I'm talking that if a man be with you, must be something why he's with you, why he marries you. And even if he was joined together with you because of family join you guys together, over a period of time, he grow that connection with you, and you can use that to know and study the time when to come to him with issues. Analyze his mood swings and know when to attack him with issues. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna always go to him and he's not ready to listen. Now there are some stubborn men out there who are not ready to listen and to listen you talk, and you feel like lashing out to him. That's what gets his attention, and you're only getting him more ignorant, and he's not seeing where he's wrong. So say for instance that you're talking to a man like that and he's not listening. Still talk, but not yap, and not get ignorant, not get heated, but find time to talk to him. He might not agree with you, but guess what? You see, when he leave from beside you, what is going to happen is that it's going to rest here. Whatever you're saying is going to rest here. And no matter how a person is tough, they have conscience, and they will keep on reflect on how you speak with them. But if you're yapping and yapping, all he's going to remember is the noise in his head and how he wants to get away from that. He's not going to see he's wrong. He's also going to see that you're wrong. So this is why I am saying to you that it's best not to argue with him. Just tell him, and if he's not a person to talk to, and it is because you have, as I said, you have some domineering man that you really can't talk to them either. You have to argue. You feel you have to argue. These are the men that you send text if you know he really text message. Don't keep on full the phone with text. I have a bad habit of that. But send him a nice text, a nice summary, not nice as in mushy. I mean a nice summary about what happened and you don't like it, and finish it there. When he come home, do not bring it up, because I'm sure he read the message. Do not bring it up. Act normal and just allow him and give him time to deal with it. And if over a period of time he's not dealing with it, you have some people who talk about counselors, and you have some people who said, okay honey, I've tried my best. You just go to him one day and said, I've tried my best. I'm sure you see my message, you see everything that I've said to you. You haven't found the time yet to come and let us work it out calmly. So this is what I feel. You don't want this relationship anymore, so looking into to see what is next. Simple, just that. You don't have to tell him that you're ready for a divorce, because I don't believe in divorce. Just say that you're looking into seeing what is next. In his mind and his heart, something's going to hit him and said, I don't want to lose this woman, because honestly, these type of women are hard to find. To find a woman who will respect you enough to tell you where you're wrong and not disrespect you and Some people believe that because you're not telling somebody bad word, because you're not calling them names, you're not disrespecting them, but lashing out on them, not acknowledging that they're tired, that they're going through emotional stress. Otherwise, it's not always about you, the person. Those person respect you over a period of time, because even though you're having issue with your spouse, that spouse can go into some psychological problem, and when you're yapping and yapping, you're adding to it. And most men suffer from depression without knowing it, and because you're suffering from depression, those are the men that are unlikely, or the men should say, those are the men who are unlikely to deal with problems. Yeah. And because you don't manage the time, and this is why I maybe you don't hear me say time for such a long period of time in the conversation. This is why I'm saying time is everything, in everything, and that's why I just write time, because you have to find that time to know when to talk to the person. Because when you're going through depression, as male, yeah, as a male, I'm not talking a female. When a female is going through depression, you know immediately. You can't know unless it's mild depression. The loved one around the person can know that the person is going through depression, or if you go to a counselor, they will know right away that you're going through depression, right? For the male, male is not so much emotional to speak out. Once the woman is going through depression, she's so emotional, she elaborate, and she go on and she behave and she act foolishly. Yeah. With the man will more to bottle it inside until maybe when it gets too much, he either commit suicide, kill his whole family, do something crazy, cheat, and just continue cheating, and it becomes his enjoyment. Or he just leave his home, don't care about his kids and his wife anymore. Sorry about that, guys. So you have to realize, as I said, when speaking to somebody, you have to, or your spouse should say, you have to manage the time when you go to them. You have to respect their inner spirit. Then you may be not knowing what they're going through, but you know that this is not the person you first married to, or the person who you have dated, if you don't reach dating married status yet. But what I'm trying to say to you, know when to go to the person and know how to address the person. Or not only that, saying that, know how to address the person, at the same time know how to say certain things, because the way how we say things can mash up our relationship. So just find time to do it in a more respectful way. And as I said, female, if you want to reach a spouse, like really reach him with whatever difficult situation you're going through, it's best not to lash out because he's lashing out. And some female will say, this man think I'm weak. Sometimes no, he doesn't think that. He doesn't think that, because guess what? He doesn't know what you're capable of. So he doesn't know what you will do, right? Because you're so calm, he doesn't know what you will do. But when you're yapping, he's saying, oh, she's just gonna yap. It's like you come home and this woman is just gonna say, I cheat on her, I have a next woman, so why not just do it? Because she's just gonna yap until she calms down, right? And so you're giving him the okay to go out there. I'll do a next video and that, where I believe that we as people give our spouse and our relationship energy to go out and have a next relationship, or to stay away from the home. And this is one of the factors that they will stay away from the home because of this situation. So as I talk about time, just breaking a little to check my messages, because I am getting a message that seems important. So just checking my time and my messages a little. All right, so guys, what is my program? We reach an hour into the live stream, and I am trying to even to stop and not twist my tongue and relax for a moment while talking, because to sit down and talk for such a long time, sometimes you maybe want to take a sip, a little drink, a little break, and so forth. And one thing I want to also say to you, if you do not understand my live stream in the morning, I call it deeper than beauty, because everything has to do with our beauty. And does time has to do with our beauty? Yes. For some men who have ladies who live at the salon, we have to do our hair. Like this hairstyle will take maybe, if I'm doing it to somebody, maybe 4 hours or 3.5 hours I will take to do it to somebody. But me doing it to myself, I cannot time it, because it takes a little time, and I don't think I can spend 3.5 hours in my hair, or for just, unless I'm doing it in the night, because I have other stuff to do in the day. So I'll do it little, so I have the time myself when I'm doing my hair. But some hairstyle take 12 hours the whole day. And time has a lot to do with your beauty care. Time also have a lot to do with your upkeep, because and this is very important for some ladies. I've known, because I teach cosmetology, and I always tell my students, don't watch me as the teacher who don't change hairstyle around the clock, don't wear the wigs and all of this. Maybe because you're going out there to market, my hair is properly clean, it's clean, and once my hair is clean, I'm happy with how my hair look. I love my natural hair. I wear my natural hair just like how I wear false hair. I think I balance the amount of time that I style my hair with my natural hair and with false hair. But you just come in the industry, it's good to step out the box and to always look glam, because you want to attract new customers. Maybe I've built a clientele already, and my clientele already used to me this way, so I don't have to keep on impress them with hairstyle. Not saying that my hair mustn't look good all the time, but I don't have to keep on would I say, attract them with these luxurious hairstyle that I really don't even like, right? So I will tell them that they have to start makeup up, start put on a lot of wigs, just to bring attention to them. And so some ladies say, I'm not used to that in a miss. I like it, but I'm not used to it. And even though I like it to do it to people, I don't have the time to do it to myself. And like, I will do some self-care routine, and some people say, what you do to your skin? And I tell people that I trouble from acne, and they say that I'm lying. But I have students, I have family members who can tell you that if I wasn't taking care of my skin, I would have acne written all over my face. There are a couple of videos where I show you when my face breaks out, how it look. I guess my channel need a lot of moderating. One day I will go back to you know that part where you can attach a video to one next video. You call it end card or something like that. Yeah, I haven't really done any of those, like to show which video would match this one, like what I was saying about with Facebook. So back with this time thing and your beauty. Time thing have a lot to do with your upkeep, because I will give you a facial routine to follow, especially my clients, and they don't follow it. They say that took too much time. That's time, and you frightened to know that they go on the phone arguing with somebody or texting somebody, when you simply can mix up a little cream and rub on your face. I mean, yeah. And even though I'm here acting like, oh, that's not nothing, to them it's something. Yeah. So that is why I'm also saying that whatever you can do doesn't mean, or you can do doesn't mean it's become easy for the next person. Just try to respect people's time, right? So time has a lot to do with your beauty. The time when you're gonna yap and get miserable all the time and so forth, it adding age to your skin, it taken away from your sexiness, from your beauty overall. So even though it's a beauty channel, reason why I come up with deeper than beauty and all these topics is because it has a lot to do with your beauty. And this is why I said it's deeper than beauty, meaning it's deeper than the external self. It has to do with the internal self also. And dealing with your internal self has a lot to deal with how you will look and how your body language, your whole character will comes off to people, your family, your friends, and your kids. And if you're always grumpy at your husband, it's likely you're going to be grumpy at your children if you have. And because of that, the whole family is tearing apart because you're focused on only one thing and not everything. And because of that, the child will feel less love because you're so grumpy that Huzzy don't want to stay home. The kids feeling left alone, and the children or child will go out there to seek other boosts to get feel wanted and feel like they belong. And even though your home look good, you have nice things in your home, you have a nice vehicle, you have this money, doesn't mean that everything is okay. So even though you're saying that I'm educated, I know my husband love me, my spouse love me, after a while in your relationship, things will change. You can't expect things to be at the same way. I don't want a relationship where it's on the same level, just like how I don't want a career that is on the same level every day. There must be room for improvement, and this is one of the reasons why I love YouTube, because there's always room for improvement, to put up better videos, to get more views, to get more to just get more business procedure from business promotion, should say, I said procedure, business promotion from people, and to even grow your business a little further, grow your brand a little further. There is always room. You will see people with 30 odd million, and when they still do a video, they're telling to remember to subscribe, remember to share the video. They're always speaking out for more improvement. And people will say, you're rich already, you're greedy already. No, they are still living, so there are still needs, there's still room for improvement. And this is what I do not understand. When your mind is small, you look at things small, because you're saying that this person have all the things in the world, why still work so hard, like these movie stars and so forth. They are living, and there are still room for improvement at all times in your life. Anytime you find yourself don't have and I always said this, I guess, room for improvement, you stop living. That stop living, not start partying and all of that. People are always saying that, "Thea, you ain't living. You don't know what makes me live as a person, because I'm not, you think I'm not doing what you're doing." So we look at all of these little things, and everything comes under time. Time has a lot to do with your career. Time has a lot to do with how you socialize. Time have a lot to do with how you manifest in life. Even people who, like me, who work so much, I have to make sure I find time to pray. I find time to make sure that this is two things that messing up my management right now. And if you're going through the same thing and you can relate, you can just comment below and let me know. My thing is work and eating. I'll find the time to do everything else but work and eating, like to set a structure and stick by it. And because people always need my assistance with things, and so I'm also I get distracted easily. And not only that too, I myself do so much things, and to tie all the factors together to make sure that I balance my time to get things done, because it's hard for me to drop whatever I'm doing. I need to do all of them because they all fulfill me in somewhat way. So it's hard to balance my time. And because, as I said, I always work to improve myself. There's always things that coming up more and more on me, and I need to know how to manage that. I need to know to manage that. So I'm gonna do a video on my schedule now. I've been doing that video for a long time, and so I stopped because things change. I edit a little part and I stopped because I said no, I can't put in that time. Let's see how this week go before I put in that. But I'm gonna do it, and I guess when I do it, just like this live stream, it is forcing me to wake up early in the morning. It's also forcing me to start be consistent with one straight segment of live stream. And if you're going through the same same issue, and you can give me some advice on what you do to manage like work, like if you do more than one home business or business or YouTube channel or so forth. How do you manage your time? Because don't tell me that okay, you tell yourself you're gonna put up a video today. It's kind of hard, especially with one of what I do. I do massage, right? And there are sometimes people just call me out the blue, "Thea, I'm in pain." I schedule myself to put up a video or a live stream, and they will say, "Thea, I'm in pain. I'm going through so much. Can I come? I need an appointment." And I will just say, "Okay, let me help this person." There is a next factor where I teach, where students will want my attention, and I see where the person need help, and I will stop whatever I'm doing to help the person. So that is how my time gets shifted up. It's not get shifted up by idling. There is also a next way where I said, okay, on Thursday night, I remember I did this video, on Thursday night I'm going to do live stream every Thursday night, and then every Thursday night somebody start to play music every Thursday night. So you realize that I couldn't bother do that. Then I find something else that do, and then everything just get messed up and the time ain't managing properly. So this is why I decided to come this early. So I'm going to end this live stream a little bit earlier than the last one, because I should have finished from 10 o'clock, right? But I still come on because I don't want somebody to be expecting the live stream later on when they come from work, or whosoever watch back. Which, guys, I've been getting a lot of subscribers, and trust me, I notice the subscribers, I notice you guys, and thank you so much. I appreciate it, I do. And when I get them, I jump up and smile. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you like my smile, go and subscribe right now. And if you are already subscribed, share it out with your friends and family, because honestly, it's not often that I get people like add values to my life like that, like letting me really bubbling and smiley. And when I see the subscribe, I'm like that, okay? Because I'm more like a giver, and I'm a more like the person who to put the smile on your face. So when I'm here on YouTube, guys, and you come on the live stream, or you comment, or you're just here, it puts a smile on my face, all right? And so you subscribing, you sharing my videos, you playing my live stream, you just pick a playlist and play, you commenting and advising me, or just leaving something beautiful on the channel, or if you like my videos, these are the things that get me really happy. If you want to make me happy, there is a next thing I want to explain to you, what is deeper than beauty again, and what to expect to come. Because this I will look back on these videos and smile, because my aim is to give you a full show in the morning, where I will have different segments of topics and little, as I said, a mixture of things that I'll do in the morning. Like this morning, I was ready to do my son facial live for you guys, so you could see how I take care of his skin. I only take care of my skin. My son will follow me. Like if I do something for my face and some left, he will put it on his face. But I don't just take him and do his facial unless I'm using him for a video. His boy picked me already, and I'm in my moment, so I don't do that. And I guess it's bad, right? But when he was smaller, he's a big man. No, so don't get me wrong. Even if I said it's bad, he's a big man. Yeah. So I am teaching him now how to take care of his face on his own. So I wanted to show you that video this morning live. So I'll do it before the week is finished, or in the coming week, depending on how we manage our time. And I didn't want to sneeze in his face because of the allergies this morning. And if you notice, I haven't sneezed since I'm on here because my allergies, the turmeric, it was turmeric and ginger mixed together. I take turmeric and ginger, and I drink a cup of busy tea for the watery and the itchy eyes, and my throat was itching me and so forth, my ears itching me, so I know it's allergy. I'm happy that I didn't have any breakout. I only see one little pimple right here, and I don't think it's from that. So I decided not to wear any makeup this morning or any facial cream moisturizer on my face just to see what trigger that allergy. I'm just ruling out everything, and I'm not gonna eat what I ate yesterday and see what happened. Now, if you want to see more of my live stream, even $1 to my PayPal is good. It will help me buy equipment. As I said, I want to have ladies to show fashion of, because you know, if you want trendy fashion, you can shop at alikare.com. If you want cosmetics, you can go to the beauty school, THEA beauty school online, to THEA Beauty School .online to learn a course. We have a nail course starting now and there, and I also have alikare.club for the people in Jamaica. So if you go there and see an outfit on that side, it's likely that you can get that delivered to you if you're in Jamaica immediately. And I put up motivational videos, and that both on the THEA's beauty school and the alikare.club motivational videos, and the alikare.club is for the beauty people, them who I give beauty advice to, things about the salon, the changes, and the day-to-day activities of the salon. The THEA's online is where THEA's beauty school online is where I do have a small beauty school where I tutor students, and that now will give you, if you're in any country, wherever you are, you can take the course online. So that site is new. The first course on it now is nail technology. It goes by lessons, so every week I put up a new lesson until I complete the lesson for the nail course. Then I will start a next course online. And remember, you can take it at your own space. Even though the course will last like for 2 months or 3 months, you don't have a set time within that 3 months to take the course. Just make sure you complete it, because your 3 months start when you start. So just make sure you complete it with that 3 months. How I do practical, because most people will ask, how can you have an online beauty school? How do you do practicals? When in a beauty school, nobody has to hold somebody's hand to work. I've never seen where somebody hold your hand to work, like to write with a pen, like how you do a baby, a toddler who's in a school. So videos, and we do like Skype videos to see your presentation, how you work, how you sit, how you hold the products, how you use the products, and how you hold the implements. And then I'll be there to tell you don't do that and so forth by via Skype, and you have this new one that come in Zoom and so forth, so I can still get to assess how you're doing things on a live basis, right, to see your outcome and how you apply the acrylic and so forth by video. And I can correct you while we're there. All you have to do is have good internet and a good device, so we can do the course together. So if you're at home and you want to be a beauty vlogger, the next course right off this is how to be a nail vlogger and a successful nail vlogger and or blogger, a nail blogger, or a nail, where they call it, a nail YouTube channel or so forth. So I'll give you advice on that. Just to update you again, guys, the program is from 7 a.m. to 10. Right now I started this 10. I cannot change the hours from 10 and from 7 and start to 10, but let me know if you like the 3 hours. If you don't like the 3 hours, let me know. And the reason why I give it for 3 hours, because it might look long now because I'm sitting and talking to you guys, but when I come to do like a braid show, a makeover in the morning, I comes to show you some fashion and talk about the clothes, the price and so forth, you're gonna realize that 1 hour or hour and a half can't do it, and I would really need 2 hours for the show. What you could do, if you're watching at home or you're watching back the video, you could play half today and half later on, and half, it still helps, and you still get a full understanding of what you were watching. It's just like a movie, right? So you could do that. and still get some sustainable time to do other stuff. So I don't expect you to sit down for 3 hours sitting down watching a live stream, but you can manage how you watch this live stream, because it's a full show that I want to give in the morning. I'm going to bring on people to interview. Right now I'm setting up an interview with someone, and they have a busy schedule, and somebody who I think would add some value to my channel and to his lifestyle. So I am waiting on the person's time. I didn't ask them, they volunteered to come and do it. So there will be surprise guests on it, and I want to grow it better and bigger and to get better cameras, as I said. And as I said, even though I do my little business here and there, every business is supposed to fuel its own self, and so I expect my YouTube channel should fuel its own self. So if it is that you want to see the growth of my little show, Deeper Than Beauty, you can please just send me a donation. I will appreciate it. Now, getting back to end of time, and as Ron said, that was here on the live stream, no man can just get through life on their own. We all need each other. We need advice. We need people. We need to we need to manage our time very carefully. We need to put in what I would say a schedule to, and write down everything that we need to do. I went and I buy a lot of books other day. It was for the new year, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do vlogging on this channel. I'm going to do videos on this channel certain times of the week. And I realized Corona come, and then everything get messed up and everything has to change. So I do believe that no matter how you set a schedule, it will change as time goes by, but it wouldn't change confusingly, because you will know exactly what to shift. It's like when you're making a grid line menu, you can shift the menu, you can set things in order, you can know what is supposed to come to what, and you can do update videos, or you can update your own workbook. And I am giving you the advice here this morning, which I also need to take. But guys, if you have a better way of doing it, if you think of some way of doing it, please let me know. So I put my hand underneath my arm. I don't know if you notice. You notice this knuckle is a little bit dark and this one is brighter. I am working on a remedy. I don't know if you can see. This one is lighter and this one is darker. So I'm working on a little remedy to give you a tutorial, guys. So stay tuned of what I'm using on my knuckle. Also, my skin, I have wrinkled skin. Like, my skin is so soft and it's like wrinkled, yeah. And I believe that there are some things that we born with genetically and can't change, yeah, unless we want to do plastic surgery or so forth. And those are the things that can't change. And so there are people who feel insecure about certain part of their body, but you have to learn to love yourself. Put time into your upkeep and find out what works for you, because you will never be somebody else, no matter how much you try. And find time for yourself to do what matters for you. And if you find time for yourself and you value your time and your own space, and I think that when you value time, you value yourself. You can't value yourself and don't value time, because time have everything to do with how you do your life. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share out this live stream, and remember to go back and check out part 1 and part 2. This is part 3. At the first session I had was to break it up into 2 because I had technical difficulties. So it's actually, it looked like this is the 4th segment, but it is the 3rd segment. So thank you so much, and peace, and have a blessed day. Have a fulfilling day. And if you're watching this in the night, I hope you sleep well, and I hope the rest of the week or months or years bring you nothing but fulfillment and joy. Thank you so much, and have a good one. This is Deeper Than Beauty, and I'm Thea. Bye.